Alrighty, so I wanted to mess around with Rimuru a little bit more today because I haven't really messed with him in the past like week or so, and I don't know, I just kind of want to mess with him a little bit more because obviously he's sort of a newer unit, and I really haven't messed with him in a bit. So one thing I do want to help test is I don't think I personally have ever used the Festival Gowther with green Sariel link sort of gimmick to bypass Kyo, which is actually a very interesting concept to me because Kyo puts on a ton of ignites and stuff, but Gowther is more of like a hardcore support type unit, and I think that this is going to become a really good setup as soon as he gets his Holy Relic, and it's actually already pretty decent at the moment. So I've been investing into my Gowther, trying to get ready for trying to get ready for the new festival that's coming out. So I have invested in and grabbed all of his outfits and everything like that, and I'm using some of my HP defense gear on him at the moment. So the whole gimmick is you use his purple card or his debuff card at the very beginning. That puts on 2 debuffs for the entire enemy team, so that's already 6 debuffs on them, and the Sariel link will actually put 1 debuff on each of them as well, so that's 9 debuffs on the enemy team right there as soon as you use that first card. So that should max out Zeldris's passive because it maxes out at 8. And we will get that cool stat increase. I'm going to be using evasion food just because I think, not that I don't have good CC with this team. I actually have like 333,000 if I'm using CC food with this, because all 3 of these characters are HP defense. But with him missing sort of like a cosmetic, I think, is he missing a haircut or is he missing a weapon? I can't remember at this point. But I do have attack defense on him, or attack crit damage, and I don't even have all of his stuff maxed out. He is missing a haircut. So he's a little bit lower on CC, but he's still not bad by any means. But I figure if the team does well enough with evasion food instead of CC food, then it shouldn't matter too much. But this was kind of a lengthy explanation, so go ahead and subscribe. We're almost at 9K, and we'll hop into this thing. Alrighty, so we have a Champ 2 player. I'm assuming he's going to out-CC me. Yeah, he's at 340, so he would have actually out-CC'd me anyway. But I went against, I think it was a King team that I went up against. He was trying to use like the whole one-turn King comp thing, and that was actually pretty easily shut down by the evasion food, plus obviously using Rimuru's Pierce card. It ate through the King shield very quickly. So let's go ahead and we will pop this. I think we'll go ahead and well, we don't really have to cleanse, but I think I'm going to just throw out the AoE first, so that way we can try to shut down a little bit of healing and get a little bit of damage on the board. Obviously he's going for Margaret first, which maybe ends up being an issue, but we'll see what our draws are this turn, and we'll I guess take it from there. So we do disable 3 of his cards. He now cannot use level 2 cards as well if he merges, which is really nice. That is the one thing that I think Gowther has like a really good time in, is he's super good at shutting down like extended plays, kind of like you can obviously just use a bunch of level 1 cards and you'll be fine, but like if you merge into a level 2 by accident or whatever, you can't use that at that point. There's things that he is really good about using, like you can't use blue cards while you're under the effect, which is really nice. So he now does not have the infect up, which is a little concerning, and the buffs for whatchamacallit, I don't know that I really want to. Yeah, we might as well just go for something like this, because we have dissolve on either way. It's not really going to matter too much. Ooh, did we kill? Very good, dude. Rimuru just does so much damage. I kind of forgot how much damage he does, like after not using him for a little bit. It's super good. Plus he has Merlin Link too, which is for crit chance, which is really nice. It's just kind of insane. Plus with this team, you're in a really good position because you can Margaret cleanse debuffs, and there's just a lot of good support that you have with Rimuru. Obviously if they shut him down really quickly, you probably won't win, but either way, moving on. Alright, we have a Champ 4 player. Ooh, he's using Rimuru. He's also got Ludo on. He does actually out-CC all of our units here, so that's maybe not good for us, but We shall see. Okay, so he wastes the AoE, which is at least kind of good. Ooh, that still did a lot of damage with no buffs. Or, well, I guess he still has one buff up, I think, because of the whole... like, I think it activates beforehand, but either way, Rimuru is good because he takes one of their debuffs off. I think I'm going to say... maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I think we'll go ahead and use it. Unfortunately, his Rimuru is going to take one of the buffs off. So... just kind of have to deal with that, unfortunately, but I don't want to not buff that. It was like, okay, so we get to keep the damage reduction as well, which is good because that's, you know, what I would want, so that way they don't kill Rimuru, but I think they're going to be able to kill him either way here. Okay, unless I'm pretty sure there's a bot because I don't know why you would switch targets like that, but maybe not. I don't know. Do have a level 2 Gowther card, which is kind of nice because we can shut down ultimates if we need to. We are infected though, so let's go for... I think that should be enough to kill Nalyd. Yeah, definitely enough to kill Nalyd. Unfortunately, because we are infected, we don't gain any like lifesteal back off of this. We're gonna get the ult, but I don't think we're gonna be able to survive enough to use it, which is gonna be unfortunate. Unless the bot is for some reason more scared of Gowther's ult, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, the bond buff is really annoying. Oh. Okay, I don't know about that, but that's at least good for us. So let's go ahead and pop that. We'll go ahead and that should be enough. And surprisingly, Rimuru does a really good amount of damage to Bon. The one match that I played before actually recording the video, the Pierce card actually does a really good job of melting through some of Bon. His HP, because he just does so much damage. So like almost 200k right there, and that's type disadvantage, which is pretty insane. And then very nice that the Megiddo procs again because of the Abyss. So pretty cool. All right, Champ 2 player. I'm assuming pretty high CC. Okay, I'm gonna use this. I'm pretty sure it's a real player. I'm gonna use that first because I think I was thinking he had evasion food on. Pop this. Puts a lot of debuffs on. Good damage out on King. Oh, maybe I should have kept that though. That might have been a misplay because if I would have kept that, doesn't matter. I drew another one, but if I wouldn't have drawn another one, I wouldn't have been able to get through King's shield quite as easily, which would have been a really big problem. I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm assuming he's going to use double King card into the Pierce on Rimuru, I would imagine. Either that or he uses the AoE and tries to finish them all off at the same time. Evasion food, very good. Infect, okay. Okay, into that card. Okay, I'm really surprised he didn't try to put on... like put a second card out for King just to sort of solidify the whole whatchamacallit, the shield, but I guess I don't think we're gonna kill Rimuru here, but we'll at least kill King, which is gonna be really nice, and then we should get a solid amount of damage out on Rimuru, I think. Ooh, very close to killing Rimuru. I think if we would have still had on the extra buffs from, or extra debuffs from Gowther, I think our basic stats would have been enough to maybe kill him there. Not positive on that, but I think it would have been a really good chance. So Goddess Liz in the back, kind of annoying. He does not have a way to disable our ultimate move or anything, or take a gauge away. So, ooh. Wow, that's unfortunate. But, I mean, hey, you know, it happens. Okay, so there goes those. Damn. The Goddess Liz in the back sucks too, because now that he's gotten rid of Rimuru, I can't... there's not a good way for me to get rid of that shield. Hopefully the charge can at least try to help break through it. Yeah, okay, does a really good job, and then we can remove the ultimate move gauge here. Alright, no merge, which is good. We're still in a really rough spot, because Kyo's still alive, still kicking, and those ignites are going to start to stack up. I mean, we can cleanse a little bit, but not anymore. Yeah, I think he's just bested us here. That's kind of unfortunate. Honestly, it's crazy to see how good just running the Rimuru with like evasion food and stuff goes, like compared to running just like flat out CC. Like it's very nice actually. He was nice though. He at least bowed out. Good job. GG's to him. Alrighty, what do we got? Oh boy, this ought to be fun. I'm pretty sure this is a real player as well. I think I'm not even gonna worry about using... Yeah, I figured it was evasion food, but I need to get rid of her ASAP because she's gonna be super... Well, actually, she wouldn't have been that bad, I don't think, but just getting rid of her is gonna be really good. Nice, easy peasy. Even with Tarmio Link, we were still able to shred through her. We did get really lucky with pulling double Pierce card first turn though, so that's probably a good reason why we were able to do good there. Lilia is obviously my next obstacle. I'd like to get a level 2 on with Margaret before, but ooh, and he's pushing ultimate, which is bad for us. Okay, he's not able to put on the dissolve. I might be able to get... Ooh, I forgot. Slater can disable. Very interesting choice. Okay. Still ends up getting dissolve on. I think we go for... I guess just flat out attack because we can't cleanse. And I don't think that we're going to kill Lilia, but... it should help, I guess, getting her down a little bit. Oh, yeah, we're not doing nearly as much. Actually, we're doing decent damage. She just has so much HP that it's kind of shutting us down a little bit here. We've got so many debuffs on. Slater is a really good way to max out Zeldris buffs, surprisingly, because of how many debuffs he puts on. He literally disables everything but attacks. So that's kind of nuts. Alright, putting on the extra debuffs for her Holy Relic. I think he's going to absolutely wipe us here. Depending on his ult level. Ooh, not quite enough. Okay, so he's probably like a 1-6 or something like that. I can actually check, I guess. Come on, let me check. What you got? That's 6-6? I'm so surprised that killed. Or that didn't kill, honestly. Like, that's so much. But, like, that was so many debuffs, but maybe, I don't know. God, alright. Really cutting our damage down with Slater here. I think he put on another debuff, too, or another dissolve, so we're not going to be able to get ultimate as well, which is very unfortunate. And he's really shutting down our Margaret buffs. I really want to get rid of those, but it's up to... him not pulling Slater cards to disable us, really. Still has the dissolves. Okay. I figured he was going to try to get rid of Margaret so that way I could, like, he was going to solidify that I couldn't cleanse. Very unfortunate. Kills Gowther as well. I guess best case scenario is... yeah, we pull a bunch of Rimuru cards. I don't even know if this is the best option, but we're gonna go for it. Whatever. We'll just see how it goes. Dude, he shut me down so much. Wow. That's insane. Man. I don't even know what to say to that. If you even have the King card set, like the King stamp set, You're an ass. Like, there's no reason to buy that. I'm just gonna say it now. I do not care. Alright, well, we finally get rid of her, but I think it might be too little too late, I think. Then again, I don't know if Slater by himself is probably going to be able to do enough with his ult to kill me, so it's not really... yeah, he's got a lot of debuffs on us too, so Zeldris is maxed out. Ooh, not quite enough there. But, yeah, okay, Zeldris steals the deal. That's alright, it's whatever. We'll go ahead and back out. Alrighty, we got a last match here. He is running the melee Escanor comp, but he's running it with Rimuru, which is kind of interesting. I think we go for... yeah, this one's definitely a bot. I think we'll just go for the AoE here. See how it goes. But I'm not really sure. I have to... if that last guy wouldn't have been an asshole with the... with posting the little stamp, I would have been much more happy with it. Because honestly, he had a pretty interesting team comp, and it was kind of cool. But the fact that he had to emote, man, just completely ruined it. Alright, so we got the evasion off. Easy peasy. Honestly, I mean, Rimuru's just so good. Like, he's just such an insane unit. He removes a buff at the beginning of the turn. He hits insanely hard. I mean, what is there to complain about, really? So, I think... let's get rid of him if possible, so that way we don't have to worry about him removing our buffs. And we can actually use that to our advantage to keep removing Melee's buffs that he's gaining. Slowly but surely. Nice, so he is down. Okay, he still has a level 2 card in hand that he can't use. Goddess lives in the back, and we still have Rimuru up, so hopefully if he does draw a shield or anything like that, we won't have to deal with it. Double Escanor card. I don't know what it is with bots and fighting Margaret. Maybe that makes sense because, you know, Margaret cleanse is really good, but I don't know. It just seems odd because, I mean, literally, like, if with this team comp, if you kill Rimuru, like, it's legitimately just over for me. Like, I can't do anything basically, but you know, they're not smart enough to understand that. We should be able to get ult here, which is really nice, unless he has a stun on Liz. Ooh. If that would have crit, that would have been kind of nuts. He's got really low HP now. I guess we'll just have to see how much he lifesteals back this turn using his cards. Alright, going for her steal, which is understandable, I guess. Bam, bam. Damn, he did really low damage there. Kind of crazy. Okay, level 1 card, so really good. We don't have to worry about a stun. And then this should be enough to definitely kills. Let's go ahead and activate this, and then just in case. Well, we could have probably used the Pierce card there and killed him, I think, but we'll just get rid of the ultimate to play it safe, I guess. If this doesn't do huge damage. Okay, it did. Alright, that's great. His ult's so cool. I love that ult. Alright, well, either way, very interesting test. I think that the Gowther and Sariel comp is a really cool one. I like that a lot, considering that Kyo is such like a relevant character, and for me personally, because I didn't buy any of his outfits or costumes or anything like that, he brings down my CC quite a bit, whereas Gowther is, you know, just an all-around, like, a unit that you could just buy costumes for any time of the year, so that's really good. So that's really nice. Having him as like a decent alternative for running Zeldris in the back is obviously very good, and he's just really good support because he shuts down buff cards and you can't use level 2s, and the higher up it gets, you disable ultimates, and he already has really good, like, you can remove ultimates with his ultimate move gauge being high up and stuff like that. Plus, as soon as the relic comes out, it'll make him even better, because once you get ultimate move gauge there, it'll buff up everybody's stats or attack related stats, so that'll be really impressive as well. So really interesting. I'm actually not, you know, I used to really not like this unit. You know, Festival of Gowther was just kind of, you know, to me, but I know a lot of people still use him in team comps and stuff like that till this day, and I can definitely see why. He's definitely a really solid support. So either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you then.